Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful morning here. It's about 7 o'clock in Sydney, Australia. And this morning we're going to be talking just quickly about making big small, and also at the same time avoiding and averting disaster and destruction. So basically what I mean by making big small is, oh, good morning, Renita, is when you tap into this possibility of something that you want or something that you would like or something that you can create. And it's like super light, super expansive, and it just seems like it's huge compared to where you're at right now. You're looking at, okay, where you're at right now and what it is that you want to create or what you want or what you'd like to achieve, and it just looks huge. And so then when you look at it in that perspective and you compare where you're at now to what it is that you want to be, do, have, create, and generate, there creates a gap in between right here and where you'd like to be. So when you make things big like that, it can seem quite, oh my God, overwhelming. How am I even going to get there? And we generally ask the how question, when in reality, the how isn't actually up to us. It's up to the universe. So the question to ask to make something big smaller is, what are 3 things that I can be, do, have, create, and generate today that will start to actualize that straight away? So that's one question you can ask to start to bridge the gap between where you're at now and where you would like to be. So from there, questions generally bring up different, an awareness of choice, like what choices you can make. So your choice might be, oh, you get the hit to call someone in regards to it, or you might want to send out an email to your broadcast list. You'll have an awareness of what things that you can be and do to start to bridge that gap. Okay. Now, sometimes when you have an awareness that, I have to move jobs, or I have to move out of where I am at. When you have an awareness, it can bug you, and as soon as it starts bugging you, if you don't actually choose for that awareness, then the universe still hears you and tends to create a destructive and disastrous scenario where that awareness comes true. And what I mean by that is basically, rather than you choosing a possibility to move jobs or to move houses that would be ease, joy, and glory, the universe will give you a move out of the job or out of the house, and it won't be so much ease, joy, and glory. And Voika says that she had this situation today. Wow, cool. So Voika, if you have a look at, when you became aware that, oh, I'm going to have to choose something different here, and then you didn't listen to your awareness. Because look, I've done it, and I'm speaking from experience here. In the last, say, 9-10 years, about 4 situations I've created where I didn't choose for my awareness, and I put my awareness to the side, and I thought, oh, later, I'll look at it later. Well, later came in the form of disaster and destruction. And as soon as the disaster and destruction showed up, I knew that if I had chosen for my awareness when I became aware of it, that it wouldn't have been disaster and destruction. Right. So Voika says her awareness today was to shut up and to avoid waves that were not contributive. Right. And you know what? Not a wrongness, just perhaps not your best choice in that situation. And how can you use this scenario, Voika, to your advantage now? So you know what that's like when you have an awareness and you don't choose for it. Or you say, oh, I'll look at it later. So, I know what that sense is for me now. So when I have an awareness oh my God, I do my best. Like if it's one that I'm like, no, not really. I don't really want to kind of choose anything now. I will do my best to make at least one choice towards it. So everything that doesn't allow you to like be aware of your awareness and to make one choice towards it, it doesn't matter how big or small, like there's no like distinction between, you know, like a big choice and a small choice. It all just comes down to choice. Thanks, Adam. So like if you're able to have that as a trigger of, oh God, I'm trying to do my best to resist and avoid this awareness. If you were to have that as a trigger to go, wow, okay, so what question can I ask here that will start to move that in the direction that I would like to move it in? So, hello, Carla. So rather than, you know, the disaster, the destruction and things being way too big, like what if you could start to use choice as a compass to create the direction that you would like your living, your business, your relationship, your family, like anything to go in. And this is where you can start to direct your life and your living in a way in which that is going to be ease for you, that is going to be fun for you, and that will show up as far more possibility than disaster and destruction, which disaster and destruction is a creation at the same time. However, you know, if you would like to create far more possibility, then you can start to use choice as your compass to direct and navigate you through all of this stuff that comes up. So the thing is if you don't, then other people, if you don't choose for what you're aware of or for the possibilities that you're aware of, the thing is that the universe and other people will choose for you. And then all of a sudden, you'll feel like you're in no man's land. It's like, well, how the hell did I get here? It's like, right. Because not choosing is a choice as well. Okay? And Voika says exactly, not to go with our mind and overthinking. Correct. Like your awareness is one of the greatest gifts on the planet. No one has the same awareness as you. No one has the same knowing as you. No one knows and is aware of the same possibilities as you. Like that is your innate gift. And no one can take that away from you. However, we do our best to stuff it down, to deny it, to disregard it, to dismiss it. So if you are willing to step into the awareness that you truly be and all of those beautiful awarenesses you're aware of, if you're willing to start to ask a question and start to choose from that question that you asked, it will start creating a living that's going to have a lot more flow, a lot more ease, and it's going to be starting to travel in the direction that you would like it to go in. This isn't about controlling where it goes. This is more about choosing where you go, okay, which has got so much more of a flow to it and is far lighter than trying to control the direction of your life that you would have to go. Because if you have a look at it, you have so many aspects of your living and your life. Imagine all the energy it's going to take to control your family, to, you know, control your kids, to control where you want your business to go. It's like pretty much pushing shit uphill. It's going to be never ending. It's going to be hard. You're always going to be in this state of problem. Everything's always going to be a problem when you try to control something. So if you would like to have more ease and more choice and more possibilities show up, and you'd like your life to go into in the direction that you would like to see it, well then question, choice are the two things that are going to start to bridge that gap between what you want. It's also going to create far less disaster and destruction and far more possibility. And I'm not sure if you guys watched my other Facebook Live where I talked about awareness as a stop point. It will actually get rid of that stop point and you'll now have a go sign for your awareness, which will actually create more awareness. Cool. I hope all of this is making sense. And Voika says, actually, my body was showing me stuff and I did not pay attention. Cute. I know that's another part where, you know, if you're willing to choose to include your body and be aware of it, it has so much information to gift to you and to contribute to you. And it's like a teammate, you know, that's there for you. It always has your back and it has no point of view no matter what you choose. And it just wants to be your friend. So there's another beautiful choice if you'd like to make that. Or a question to ask is, body, how are you communicating with me that I'm not willing to be aware of? And see what shows up, because all of your bodies are going to communicate to you in so many different ways, shapes and forms, not always the same either. And it's going to be different for you than it is for everyone else. So there's no right and there's no wrong in the way in which your body will communicate with you. Cool. Awesome. Well, enjoy the day wherever you are. It's actually the 1st of November here in Australia. 8 more weeks and 2018 will be no longer. So if you'd like to start to look at the direction that your life is going right now, and if you'd like to change it, brilliant. I'm inviting you to hop on some calls I have starting next week, 4 of them, all about choice as the compass of and for creation. Awesome. Enjoy wherever you are in the world, my friends. See ya.